So today is going to be a little different, where I don't think I'm going to be doing as much drawing. It'll just be kind of like more chatting about the year and resolutions and stuff. I'll have a few doodles here and there, but I think the frames are slightly better today, but, still stoppy a bit. But I'm going to start with resolutions from last year. Yeah, what a year it has been, indeed. I think after a year like this, though, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, it is good to look at the good that did happen, too. Because there's definitely bad, but I'm not sure if refreshing will do much, because I'm pretty sure it's something on my side, but... So, previous resolutions. I like the song I have in my... But it's a bit too fast. I actually have a little document here that has my resolutions and stuff from last year. You won't see it, I don't think, but... Okay, so the first resolution I had, like, from a year ago, was to do more with original products. And I think that I can securely say that I achieved that one. I don't know if I did as much as I was hoping to do, but something I like to do with resolutions is... Oh, I can't spell today. Is to make them a bit, like, vague, or not too specific, or easy to technically achieve. So, like, I think I did have a more concrete idea on where I wanted to get with my personal projects. And I don't think I quite got to that more specific one, but I did achieve doing more with the personal projects. Even if I didn't get to my more concrete goal, I still did do the more, like, vague version. So I count that as a win. My next one was text people more, which, not really. But to be fair, I was actually getting in the groove to do more in-person meetings at the beginning of the year. Like, I had plans and I was talking to people about it. And of course, you guys know where that went, so I blame the year more on that one. But I could have texted people more, so didn't quite do that one. The one after that was do more with commissions, and absolutely achieved. I did comic commissions, I did more commissions in general, and I actually did a fun, like, Twitch sort of related thing somebody asked me to do, so that's exciting. I'll probably talk about that a bit more later for, like, good things that happened in the year, but another previous resolution was to exercise at least 2 times a day. Specifically, I have these arm exercise I do, and I have half and half here, where I did all right because I was already doing one a day, but I still got some work to do. So the circle, I guess, I don't know, it's like half. This one is a more specific one, but it's something I need to do, which was continue to turn down music, because I, in the past, have listened to music in my headphones very loud, so turning it down was a goal I needed to do, and luckily, yes, I did in fact achieve that one. Even more than previous years, so that's good. This last one. start prepping supper as well as lunches during the week. Because I was prepping lunches, I was getting good at that. And no. Nope. Nope. Big nope on that one. But this one, I absolutely do blame the year on. Because what worked for the lunches for me was being able to very frequently go out and get food. Like, I liked having that control over exactly what I could have in my lunches, like, every week. But now, for better reasons, I don't want to go out too often, so that has been more difficult. But I did do something that helped with the food, so I think I did, like, all right on this one, all things considered. It wasn't quite what I was thinking, but I did make a move towards healthier eating by way of something different than what I was planning, which I think is a good thing, but I don't know if it counts specifically for that resolution. Oh, I made it too big. So let's see, that's 6. Got, I don't know, 3.5 out of 6. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Especially in the past, I like never did resolutions, so I think for me that's actually quite good. So now next is not actually going to be this year's resolutions, but things I'm proud of for the year, which I'll do a little doodle and then write the words. Yeah, I used to not do too many resolutions, but I started doing them a few years ago because I started doing this more vague thing. Yeah, and mid-year resolutions, as Aqua says, because I don't know, I feel like starting the goal at the beginning of the year is really nice, but midway through the year is when I'm like actually ready to, do the thing. But I used to never do them because I got caught up in that same attitude that I think a lot of people get caught up in, which is like, oh, setting too specific of a goal and you haven't done it in the first 2 weeks, oh, it's all for naught. But, you have the entire year, right? So I feel like that's very counterproductive. So things I'm proud of for this year. Yeah, Adept, I've had difficulty with setting resolutions and things to focus on, or pre-committing to specific things before too. But I don't know. I feel like using this more vague approach with the technically I did it has really helped with that. For instance, the exercise thing from my previous resolutions, I was able to start doing that more because I worded it as exercise more, which for me, I did not exercise very much at all. So to get to more was a very low bar. It wasn't like, oh, exercise this many times a week or a month or anything like that at first. It was just more, which when you barely exercise, more is very easy to achieve. So then I was able to achieve it, and that helped me to set up better goals for future years. So, things I'm proud of in 2020. So, in 2020, I set up a little server for my story in 2 Minds. And it's just like me and a few friends and such, because I didn't want it to be anything too big or whatever. I just wanted something small that I could work with. And in that server, I wrote 13 full choices. Yeah, Discord server. So 13 weeks of updates. Some breaks in between, yes. And I think I started, what was it, in the summer? But like, 13 story breaks for both routes, for Gerald the brother, Riven the sister. So technically 26, really. With a few concept art and lore updates in between. So I'm at about 40% done of the like prologue, right? So that I found I'm very proud of that. Even though I wanted to get the entire thing done, so like my goal was 100%, and like, yeah, didn't reach that specific goal, but again, I reached the technical goal. Because even though I didn't reach, this one 100%, I still did 40. Like that's nothing to sneeze at, especially like considering the year. I did 60 comics in April. 30 of which will go to the news, which was very, very fun. Probably won't do that in the future again though, because that was a lot of work. But I'm proud that I did do it once and like tested it out. But the fact that I did do it, I'm very proud of that. It was a little insane, but I had a good time with it. If I ever did that again, I would have to like prep a lot, like ahead of time, because I drew those up during April. So, like if I did a few every month leading up to a month like that, like once a year sort of thing, that would be a lot more manageable. But so another thing I was very glad about doing was hilariously in the same year as this, I switched over to comics every second day, which like I love putting out so many comics. But well, one, I was starting to run out. So I couldn't quite keep up at that point because I did have to now make time to play games to get ideas or like something to fill those if I was going to keep up with that. But then it also gave me more time for my personal projects and just other things. Because like I'll always love comics and doing them, but they did still take time, right? So freeing up basically half of my time was just a great choice to make, and I feel really great just exploring all these different avenues and stuff now, like even just doing the streams and stuff, right? And another thing I noted here was that extra time, some of the comics now come out a bit more pretty too, like I'll have shading and stuff, right? But that's because I have more time to do that now. I think there's an example here. Unless I moved it. I might have moved it. Oh, no. Here we go. Yeah, this one. Like, this is one of my daily comics, but it still looks like really nice, right? And I think this was during still the dailies and stuff, but I can do this more nowadays because I have more more time. Oh, I'm glad to hear that my comics helped with the knowing the difference between your days, Media. It helped me too because I was scheduling them, right? So I kind of touched on that with my previous resolutions, but I did more with my commissions this year. I'm proud of all my commissions, but especially the full color ones. They always come out really nice. I really love those ones especially. And I want to do like some more deals and stuff next year too, or like maybe some more twitchy things. Oh yeah, Aqua! Finishing your big World Gully Knows essay that you always wanted to write. Is that the one with talking about Keima's specific type of love? Yeah, I was actually going to bring up the fact that you're keeping up with Wakaki's current manga. Like that's so inspiring, like to me too. It's great to see that. So what else was I proud of here? Oh yeah, related to right now. I started doing more with streaming, and it has been so fun, and I have a decent number of ideas to further shake things up. Which I'll go into more later, but I'll put streaming. This won't be as interesting on YouTube this time because I'm not drawing as much. Sorry for those that watch there. But I'm very excited. I have a lot more ideas on what I want to do with Twitch and such. Even I've taken into account the frame drops. So I've tried to think of ideas that will work still pretty well, even without, constant updates. Oh, this was like a weird one, and I should have taken a picture, but I set up a little shelf with all my collectibles that I've gotten over the years, so games, manga, comics, anime, and it's really cool. I even have what was it called? The Book of Clow. Like, I actually have it where it has all the cards inside, and that's one of my coolest ones I got. But setting that up, that little bookshelf, it just made me really happy. And I also have the world godly knows Nendoroids of Elsie and Hakwa. Ha ha ha. Oh, sorry, I probably mumbled a bit there. But yeah, they're so cute, the little Nendoroids. And honestly, I might start considering collecting them for series that I really like. I don't have too many that would, break my bank or anything, so that's part of why I'm considering it. Hi, monkey. We're just talking about things I'm proud of this year. Speaking of which, I played some games this year. I feel like last year I barely played any. I'm doing well, monkey. I'm excited for the new year. How about you? Oh yeah, and then specific pieces I am proud of. I already showed off that Link Between Worlds comic with the lava, and I talked about all my full color commissions, but I do have to open. Oh, where did I save it? Here? Is it in here? There it is. Summer Lord book. This is definitely one of my favorite pieces I've done in a while. Oh, that was this year, Aqua? Your OP3 video? That was really pretty. I really liked that. But yeah, I'm really proud of how the details on this piece came out. It just feels very shiny. And of course, I was really glad that Brooke liked it too. Oh, okay, so now we're on to my resolutions for 2021. Ooh, I think it was this year, Monkey, that you made the AMV, because I feel like I saw you linking it. And I was only in, the Discords you've been in this year. Yeah, honestly, one of the hardest things about making stuff is just starting it. Like, for my ITM writing, when I get going, it's totally fine. It's just getting me to sit down and start writing. That's the big problem. Well, challenge, really. Okay, so first resolution I have here for 2021 is that I want to comment more. And what I mean by that is like on videos, art, etc. Anything that other people create. Because I love getting feedback on my works. And I kind of like sat down one day and realized, well, if I love that so much and I want more of that, I should be putting out that same, energy and engagement out into the world, because it'll attract more of that back to me and just be good in general. Like the few times that I do work up energy to comment on other people's stuff, I can see that they enjoy that, and it's like, well, spread more of that, especially after a year like this. Give more art feedback if people want it, stuff like that. Make, more of the streaming community where I'm hoping to have people sharing stuff more, where we can talk about stuff, right? So I'd like to do that next year, or at least get a start of it. Oh, speaking of streams, I want to do and plan more with streams. So do more with streams. Oh yeah, seeing a comment notification is both elating and mildly worrying for me. I've been very, very lucky where it's very not often. What a way to word that, but it doesn't happen very often where there's like a negative comment. And the times when there are, I've fortunately gotten to a point where I can very easily spot, when it's time to leave a conversation or when somebody is just really missing the point. So that actually narrows down like the pool of negative comments that there can be that actually mean something. Because a lot of them don't mean anything. There'll be times where I see somebody like send me a negative message and I'll be like, ha, and I delete it. Like, because, you don't want to feed into that. Or like, that they have no substance behind the words. Anyway, back on doing more with streams. I'd kind of like to mix up the topics of the streams. So like, I've been doing a lot of comics on the streams, but maybe doing more of those Twitch assets. I like doing the patron doodles. That's really fun to do. I've made up a few game discussion documents where the games I've been playing, I actually wrote up my thoughts on them, sort of like that Origami King discussion one, because that one was really fun. And it's nice to go into a stream with a specific topic, Oh, monkey. Yeah, it's not to say that those comments can't get to you, because sometimes it depends on the day too. And they definitely in the past got to me, But I don't know what it was that kind of flipped. But I think one day I just saw a comment like that, and I'm like, this feels like something that would be in a how to troll 101 class. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, buy the books, nothing personal. But yeah, no. Like, when you think about it, and this is a bit off topic, but I think it's important to say, one thing that has helped me with bad/negative comments tip, because it with the way the internet is, it comes up a lot, so I think this is worth talking about. Critique, if I could spell it. Oh my god, I've forgotten how to Yes, exactly, monkey. You say, quote, welcome how to troll 101, step 1, be mean. Like, it's exactly it. Critique their comment. And, like, I don't mean necessarily reply, but in your head go like, hmm, misspelling here, taking a few points off there. Oh, very bad sentence structure. I don't find anything personal to my personal work here. Like it's just saying these generalized insults. Oh, marks off there. And nothing offered to help me improve overall. I can't give this more than a 1 out of 10. Like try better next time with this critique. Yes, basically become a teacher. Because like it also helps to distance yourself from the comment and actually like analyze it and be like, okay, one, if they're not bothering to use proper punctuation, it very much is usually leaning towards just being mean for the sake of mean. Like proper critiques will at least try to mimic sentence structure. Like if they actually are passionate about something and they're trying to help you with that passion, there's usually some sort of structure there. And other things like if the comment is just you suck or suck, I can't even do it. Yeah, adept. They want to give you trolling 101, then by Jove they'll get yo grade trolling 101. But like you suck. It's like, okay, 2 words. This could be sent to literally anyone. Like, who's you? Because that's just the letter. Also, what is this word? Are you speaking in another language? What's happening here? And it also does help that usually when people send these, they are sad themselves. And I'm not saying like I'll give them a pity party and stuff, because this is not the way to, that negativity is not the way to deal with their own sadness. But it also helps you not to feel as bad, to just kind of turn to the pity side of things and kind of go, they must be feeling not so good to delve to, this pettiness, which is pitiful. And, it's easier to come out of it with a positive way if you go out of it going, I hope their day gets better so they don't keep doing this. Respond to it with your own positive outlook and be like, I'm glad that I am not taking my own, problems and doing it that way. Or, again, putting the positivity out instead of negativity, do something nice for yourself. Send a compliment to your friend, flip the script. Side tangent over. Okay, we're talking about game discussion for streams and other things to do on stream. Like, I was considering possibly doing bigger pieces too, like maybe over a couple of weeks, just so people can see more of my process rather than just the quick comics, or stuff like learn with me. Like we pick a topic like fire, and then for an hour we study, draw, etc. Yeah, it's a karaoke stream, Agua. But like for that hour we all focus on fire and figure out how to draw it and stuff like that. Oh, 3 a.m. voice chat, that would be hard. I think you could do it though. Just go in with 1 word at a time. No one will question it. You just pop in and go sheep, and then you leave. I'm just kidding though. Unless you think this is a good idea. I don't know. Okay, so then my next resolution is to finish the ITM prologue part. You know, the thing that I had 40% of, which I think would be pretty doable considering just how this year was, and I still got 40% of it. You know, that's only 60% left, right? So I'm pretty confident in that one. I'm a bit less confident about the other related one that I had with this, which was posting story stuff twice a week instead of once a week. But then I put goal for next year. Finish or do more. I put finish this time because I'm pretty confident about the finish. And even if I don't actually finish it this year, I am so confident in it that there will be so little left. You know, like there will be, you know, at maximum like 5 to 20% left, which is very little, right? So it'll be either finished or extremely close to finished. Which, like, again, even if I don't meet that goal, I still did something. You know, like it's still there. It's factually there. I did it, which is better than nothing. That's always what I go into these with. It is better than nothing. Relatedly, I have thinking long and hard about the personal projects, which, you know, I love ITM, but it's hefty. You know, and with my comics and how I have always done things and just how I am as a person, I tend to thrive more with the smaller, shorter projects. And I'm trying to think of what I could do with that. Because I don't want to drop this because I love it so much and I really want to share it with people. But there are a few smaller projects that I do have that I'm pretty confident I could, not in a year, but in a smaller amount of time, of course, do something with, finish it, and then it's finished, you know? So, and that one's easy because it's, the resolution itself is just think about other projects. Like, literally just thinking about it. Not doing anything with it, but just thinking about it and maybe strategizing a bit. Like, that's the resolution. Again, very low bar, but I find that really works a lot better. It's a nice springboard. And then the last one, which is very unrelated to anything you guys would see, is get a better morning routine. So just time to really stretch every morning, stuff like that. Just because every single one of my every single time I've done resolutions, I've always had one that has relating to like something more healthy, which has been really great for the last few years. I think I've made good progress with that. I don't think I'll ever get it. Oh, monkey. You know, honestly, I thought I never would either, but slowly I made it work a bit more. And I think a part of that was that I moved my sense of morning to a bit later in the day, to when I get up and it's comfortable for me to get up. Yeah, I constantly wake up at like 10 a.m. Better morning. Well, yeah, that's the other thing too, is that if it's something that you can't really control, like work hours, you know, then it could even just be changing morning to evening. I don't know. Or, well, actually, you know, I jokingly said that, but there was a time when I had to get up at 5 a.m. And what really helped me was prepping in the evening. I literally laid out my clothes, had like the breakfast ready, basically. You know? So like this stuff was in the evening. And this did help me. And even though I wasn't technically doing the stuff in the morning, it was still, there. Ugh, God, required to get there at 5:30 a.m. Good. But yeah, if you don't have time in the morning, then, there's no specific rules saying that you can't move it to the evening. Oh, I also had to get up at 5 a.m. because I had an hour drive to the job I had to get to at, I think, like 6:30. You guys might be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, no, yeah, that was a summer. Yeah. Oh, Poke Emblem. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not the greatest. Hmm. But I do wonder what you guys would think in terms of the streaming stuff. So let's see, I had comics. I had game discussion. Karaoke, I guess. Oh god. Like this? See, I do so little karaoke, I don't know how to spell it. Oh yeah, learning. Related to the learning with me, I would love, if we were doing something together on the stream at the very end to like share what you guys did. And it would be like, you wouldn't even have to do the same thing that I was doing. Like if you didn't want to draw fire, you could be like, well, I've always wanted to learn about, I don't know, elephants. And then you just share what you learned about elephants because, the more you know. Just taking an hour for us to set aside and learn something. Yeah, art class was Sonoki. Or elephants, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, general class. But yeah, that was something I learned this year, is just, I really like, specifically with streaming, the community aspect. Just sitting and chatting with you guys, and like even just seeing, like if you're just lurking, I love that too. Just seeing the numbers there. Like somebody is enjoying enough to keep it on and listen or whatever. That's great to me. So being able to like share what you guys did too, and I've seen that in other streams as well, where they show art and stuff that people are doing. I love that part. It's great. And then we can like learn and grow together. Yeah. Yeah, the group dynamics. I feel like there was something else that I had related to the streaming. Another idea. And I wrote it down, but it wasn't in this specific document. So that I don't know where it is. In my streams folder, for sure. Oh yeah, bit alerts. I'd like to make... Well, no. I put them down in case... So, here's something funny about the streaming that I'm like, I kind of don't want to get to the partner status. Because I'm like, I'm not good with people giving me stuff. Not at all. Like, my dad, who has full right to give me things, even when he gives me stuff, I'm like, are you sure? I don't know, man. So the idea that it could get to some point like that, I'm like, I don't know. I just like hanging out. But I do like little alerts. Those are fun. I think, there we go, stream ideas. I think the other thing was, oh yeah, the patron doodles, which is just once a month. Ooh. Patron doodles. Oh yeah, the drawing tips, which I guess could be the learn with me, but the learn with me specifically, like I am also learning. Drawing tips is more, I'm telling you stuff that I already know, you know, which would eventually run out, so I guess. Oh yeah, Twitch assets. So like the announcement girls we made before. Oh yeah, and then bigger pieces. Specifically, like there's a lot of, like I mentioned, the other streaming communities or like Let's Players and just games, bigger pieces that I have ideas for. It could be fun to work on those during a stream as well. I actually have one that's, you might see it down there. I'm like, oh, maybe I could do that. Oh yeah, defining success. I remember that was one topic. That I had a few about. And then games, possibly. This is like the least likely one with the frame drops at this point, but I would like to get to that point. And then I think game design ideas. Yeah, I didn't think I had this many. Which this would just be sharing ideas that I've had before for like stories and stuff. And like you guys could share your ideas too. Just because like brainstorming with people is really, really fun. Oh yeah. Comic reading. Honestly, the only thing holding me back from doing that, like just immediately, is the fact that like it's not officially translated in English. And I'm like, is there like legal things with that? Like, is that weird? Also specifically just because personally I find the I like watching the first two seasons of the anime and then jumping in at like chapter 34. And I feel like watching the episodes on stream would definitely not work. So I'm just like, I mean, I guess I could read the first three chapters, but I like the other way. That's how I always introduce it to other people. But yeah, reading other comics could be really fun too. I know I've juggled the idea of, so like Wiggly Nose, of course, but also Clockwork by Chikudo is another one I've juggled with. Oh yeah, no, I know that watching the anime would not fly. Again, that's like the main thing that was holding me back. Hello, Zelos. Yeah, as far as comic reading goes, it could be fun to. There are a couple like webcomics I've heard about or been slightly interested in. So, like a blind read of something I haven't read before. But then the other thing too is that I'd probably want to check with the creators of any of those comics just to make sure that they're like okay with that. Because like obviously some people will be fine with it, but some people might not be, and I want to respect that. So it'd also be funny because like I'm not really a voice actor, but I do have fun like acting, but But yeah, like you can see I have a lot of different ideas here. I'd like to try different ones. Yes, you're right, Zealous, about what season 1 and 2 were talking about. Speaking of which, the drawing that I had on the back burner was just another version of this like Elsie design I did before, because I really like it. We didn't do too much Kami no Mi content. It was mostly just my previous resolutions and things I was proud of this year and resolutions for next year. Man, I was I was like, I could do polls, like polls for what to stream next, but now I'm looking at the list and I'm like, oh my gosh, that would really there's a lot of options. I mean, I guess I could always just pick 4, and then I don't know how to do Twitch polls, but I could also do a Twitter poll. I don't know. But I like having people get like input on what they want to see. Sorry, Aqua. I just read, doesn't Proton have a thing? And I know you were continuing the sentence, but just that alone was really funny. Doesn't he have a thing? I think he has many things. What does he do for the fortune cookie streams? I feel like I've seen a couple of those. I mean, maybe that'd be worth it. Oh, straw poll. Maybe. I don't know. It's just there's just a lot of options though too. But yeah, I think next year's got a lot on the horizon. I think. I've also juggled possibly streaming more than once a week, but I don't think that feels like more of a next year resolution, possibly. Ah, narrowing it down. Yeah. I feel like some of these could be like weekly too. Like the learning with me, because I want to learn stuff. And anything that was weekly wouldn't be in, the poll because like it's gonna happen anyway. So and yeah, I'm gonna start this because I like it. I guess I could show you guys. This is what it looks like. The whole thing. Very cute. I know. I made it like as cute as I could. Now, if only I could get this line right. Speaking of cute, I bought a Hello Kitty calendar for next year. It's so cute. Yeah, this random design for both of them came out really well. I was just doodling and I'm like, whoa. I could claim Aka says the character design is my own original character, and nobody would ever connect them. Shh, it's okay. I could do the same for Kama's because he's smiling in that picture, and I mean, like. Every time a Disney song comes on my playlist, I'm just like, it's a good thing I have this muted. It's deflection. Elsie's wondering who this girl is, because it's not her. Oh, adept. Oh, you don't even know. I have had many characters like that start off as just like fanfic in my head, and then I realize, oh, this is so entirely different that it's not even really fanfic anymore. Oh, for karaoke streams, what I meant is like maybe like basically just me singing, like no instruments or anything. It'd probably be like singing over top of just drawing something. I don't know if I'd fully do a dedicated one. It'd probably just be building up for me actually just randomly singing. I don't know. I'm nervous. Ooh. Yeah, you've been working on that philosophy manga, Aqua. It's really interesting reading about it, which I should comment on, like my resolution. Philosophy is one of those things that I've told people many times. I'm like, if you want to enjoy every other type of reading, read some philosophy books. Because while they are interesting, oh my god. Or at least the ones I read for my philosophy class in university. Like, holy crap. I was in an English class that same semester, and there were times when people went, "Oh, this story was like boring, nothing really happened in it." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? They did things." When it said it, he went over to the window. He went over to the window. It wasn't like a lie or anything you had to think about. He just did it. It was great. Ooh. Fan trailer for a visual novel. That sounds interesting, Aqua. Okay. Those are the bangs. Oh, you guys are getting, this is a slightly bigger piece, so you guys are getting a little peek onto how I do line work. I tend to mix it up into parts, because, like, obviously the face is going over where the bangs are, and, like, vice versa with the bangs, and this is going to be the chin. I like to do that because if I had to alter the face, then it's not going to interfere with the bangs. If I had to move this to the right, it's not touching the bangs at all. We won't see much of this specific drawing just because we are approaching the hour mark for the stream. But I'm glad to actually get a start on lining it because it's been sitting as a sketch for a while. Partially because I'm like, it's such a like specific thing to me anyway. Like there's no real context other than this is kind of Elsie-ish, sort of. This drawing too is honestly more so just like a thing for me to do in my spare time. Like I don't even know if I'll fully post it. I might, just because it is cute even without context. It's kind of like what happened with this original piece. I literally just drew it for fun, and then I'm like, oh hey, it came out good. I'll post it, sure, why not? Okay, let's see. Well, I'm also curious. Oh, hey! Less than 20% of the frames dropped this time. That's great. It's a marked improvement over like 80 last week. I didn't even know I had this song on my playlist. I know it's some sort of Pokemon remix, but... Oh! That sounds interesting. Aqua. I like stories that are like kind of out there. With no music or sound. Sounds like a certain stream. Oh. One day I'll, maybe I should put that as one of my resolutions. Actually look up a like Spotify stream playlist. I know they're out there. I just need to go get one. Can I tell you guys something? I barely use Spotify. And by saying barely use, I mean I don't. Like, I have an account. I signed up for it. And that's about all I did. Heck yeah, layering. Yeah, that would be hard, Aqua. Do. I've always been I'll make a YouTube playlist kind of person. You can see the magic of using multiple layers there again. So like the frill went into the bow here. Because it's on a different layer, I was able to just erase it with no worrying about the bow. I do still merge it into the shoulders area though. Because I don't want to have too many layers. Because I can't keep track of all those. I'll probably finish up the shoulder area. And then we'll wrap up for today. This was nice though. Last stream of the year. Should probably do a bit more detail on these, but soon. It's pretty late where you are, right, Monkey? Is it New Year's already for you? If so, Happy New Year. It will be. Oh. It will be soon. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I like I said earlier in the stream, Aqua, I am looking forward to next year, but like I'm not gonna go into it being like, okay, everything's gonna get fixed immediately, blah blah, because that's not how. Oh my God, wait, is it really? Is it New Year's for you right now, Monkey? Did I like accidentally time that? Yeah, things are definitely not gonna vanish at midnight, but as long as it's better. Low bar. Happy New Year, Monkey! Oh, this is cool. We can like sort of actually legitimately say Happy New Year because you're here, even though it's not time for me yet, or I think others. Happy New Year! Yay! It's kind of like I'm actually celebrating with the group. Yay! Yay! Wait. 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 It's New Year's somewhere. Wait. Oh, come on. Hurry. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, come on. I consider myself a quick drawer, but still. Eh. Wait, no. Yay! It's gonna keep going for the New Year firework drawing any percent. But no! Oh god, I clicked off! Yay! Woo! Happy New Year! Yay! Okay. Well, I got the shoulder area done, as mentioned. No, it was nice to do another one of these streams. I always enjoy these. I don't watch GDQ, but probably. Yeah, no, it's always nice chatting with you guys. I really enjoy these, as you can probably tell by the really long list of ideas I had there. Cheers. Oh, right. Very important. And I will be posting this on my other medias, but streams will be Wednesdays now in January. In January. Ugh. Because I am working Thursday nights in January. So I'm glad I remembered this because that's going to be important to do. It is 5 p.m. when I start streams. Yes, Sonoki will return in January. Oh, as I've been saying to people, see you next year. But yeah, this is great. So, hope you guys have a good night. Happy New Year. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.